In a small village tucked between rolling hills and winding dusty paths, there lived a woman named Maya. Life had carved deep lines of hardship into her days. Her husband had died young, leaving her to raise their children alone. Yet, despite the weight of grief and struggle, she clung to one simple, steadfast habit: the art of baking bread. Every morning, long before the first cock crowed, Maya would knead the dough in her small mud brick kitchen. The rhythmic sound of her hands slapping against the dough blended with the crackle of firewood as the clay oven came alive. Soon, the warm aroma of fresh bread drifted through the house, coaxing her children from their mats with sleepy smiles. But Maya did something unusual, something her neighbors never quite understood. After feeding her family, she would take one extra loaf, golden and steaming, and place it carefully on the windowsill. "Perhaps some hungry traveler will pass by," she whispered each time. "May no one who comes to this village leave empty-handed." Her neighbors shook their heads. "Why waste good bread on strangers?" they muttered. But Maya's heart was firm. Giving had become part of her soul. And indeed, someone always came. Every day, without fail, a bent old man appeared. Frail, hunched, his beard streaked with white. He shuffled slowly to the window, lifted the bread with trembling hands, and walked away. And each day, as he turned, he muttered the same words in his cracked, weary voice. "The good you do comes back to you. The evil you do stays with you." At first, Maya smiled at the saying, finding it curious, almost comforting. But as days turned to weeks, and weeks to months, irritation began to grow. "He never thanks me," she thought bitterly. "Not once. Only those same words again and again. Does he think I bake for his riddles?" The repetition gnawed at her. Each morning she baked, while anger stirred within her heart like a slow fire. Until one day, something inside her snapped. That morning, as the dough rose beneath her hands, her thoughts darkened. "This old man takes my bread every day as if it is his right. Ungrateful, selfish, a burden to me. Perhaps, if he were gone, I would be free of this." Her gaze fell upon a small pouch in the corner of her kitchen, a pouch of poison she kept for killing rats. Her hand trembled as she lifted it. The powder glittered faintly in the dim light. "One pinch," she thought, her chest rising and falling heavily. "One pinch, and tomorrow he will trouble me no more." Her heart thundered as she mixed it into the dough, shaping it into what looked like any other loaf. The bread baked golden as always, its crust crackling with perfection, filling the house with the familiar scent of comfort. But to Maya, the aroma turned sour, suffocating. She carried the loaf to the window. Her fingers lingered on it. She placed it carefully on the sill, as always, then froze. Her chest constricted. Tears stung her eyes. "What am I doing?" she thought, horror washing over her. "Am I truly about to kill a man simply because he never thanked me?" With a cry, she snatched the bread away, stumbled to the fire, and hurled it into the flames. The oven hissed as the loaf blackened, smoke curling upward like her shame.
She fell to her knees, hands clutching her face, and wept. "Forgive me, Lord," she sobbed. "Forgive me for even thinking such evil." Through her tears, she rose again. With trembling hands, she kneaded fresh dough, baked a clean loaf, and set it on the windowsill. Later that morning, as always, the old man came, frail, slow, unchanging. He lifted the bread, muttered his strange words. "The good you do comes back to you. The evil you do stays with you," and shuffled down the road. This time, Maya listened, and for the first time, those words struck her heart like thunder. That same day, Maya's eldest son, Raj, left the village. He had long dreamed of finding work in the city to ease his mother's burdens. She packed him a small bundle of food, kissed his forehead, and prayed over him. But night came, and Raj did not return. And then, just as the sun dipped low, painting the hills in red, she heard footsteps. The door creaked open. There in the fading light stood Raj. His clothes were torn, his face pale, his body weak, but he was alive. "Mother!" he cried, stumbling into her arms. "Raj!" Maya wept, clutching him tightly. "Where have you been? What happened to you?" Through trembling lips, Raj told his story. "On the road to the city, the heat and hunger overcame me. I grew faint, and I collapsed by the roadside. I thought I would die there alone." Maya's heart twisted in anguish. She held him closer. "Oh, my son." Raj's voice broke as he continued. "Then an old man came, fragile, with a long white beard. He lifted my head, pressed bread to my lips, and said, 'I eat this bread every day, but today you need it more than I do.' That bread gave me the strength to rise, to find my way home." Maya froze. Her knees buckled. The room spun as tears poured down her cheeks. Her heart stopped. If she had not thrown that poisoned loaf into the fire, if she had let her anger rule her, it would have been her own son Raj who ate that bread. Maya collapsed to the ground, trembling uncontrollably. "Thank you, God," she sobbed. "Thank you for saving me from myself. Thank you for teaching me mercy before it was too late." From that day forward, Maya never again doubted the power of kindness. Every morning, without fail, she placed bread on her windowsill, not out of habit, not out of duty, but out of gratitude. And when the old man came, she no longer dismissed his strange mutterings. She leaned in to hear them, her heart carrying their weight. The good you do comes back to you. The evil you do stays with you.